Hey, in today's lesson, I'm going to teach you how to use English vocabulary words in real life situations. In this series, I show you how to actually apply what you're learning. Are you ready? Well then, I'm teacher Tiffani. Let's jump right in. Now, the very first word I want to explain to you is this one, perk. Good job. Again after me, perk. Excellent. Last time, perk. Great job. Now, this word perk just means an advantage or something extra. Again, an advantage or something extra. Now, how can you use this in real life? Let me tell you this quick story. So I used to work for NASA. I worked for NASA for a while, and I also worked in different government sectors. So I enjoyed my different jobs and my different responsibilities, but one perk of working for the government was that I had an unlimited supply of pens and markers available to me. Now, I love drawing. I love nice pens. I love nice pencils. So I used to buy a lot of pencils and pens and pencils. But when I started working for the government, I remember the day my boss took me into the supply room. And there were pens everywhere, thousands of pens, thousands of markers, highlighters of every color and every shape and size. And I was in heaven. And I said, oh, so this is one of the perks of working for the government. I could have access to all the stationery I wanted. So my notebooks for work looked beautiful. Makes sense, right? So again, what I want you to think about, again, using this word in real life, think about your job. What are some of the perks of your job? Think of the advantages. Maybe your job is very close to your home. Maybe you also have access to a lot of stationery. Think of the perks of your job. What are the advantages that you receive from working at your job? Now, let me give you an example sentence. We're going to look at 3. The first one is this one. One of the perks of online shopping is finding the best deals for the item you want to purchase. Makes sense, right? Now, sentence number 2. American Express Blue offers a wide range of perks. American Express is a type of credit card. It offers a wide range, many different perks. Excellent. Now, sentence number 3. You might think of these cards like business cards with perks. You caught it, right? So now you understand the meaning of this word perk. Again, think about your job. If you're not working right now, maybe your previous job or when you were in school or your college or university. Think of some of the perks of your job or your university. Put them in the comment section. Let's all kind of practice together. Now, let's move on to word number 2 and see how you can use it in real life. The second word is thrive. A little tricky, I know. Put your tongue through your teeth for the TH sound. After me, thrive. Excellent. Last time after me, thrive. Great job. Now, thrive just means to grow, develop, or be successful. To grow, develop, or be successful. Now, this word can be used in so many different situations, real life situations. One that's actually connected to you. So, I have been an English teacher on YouTube for a long time. And I remember when I first started out, I bought a plant. That plant represented my growth as a teacher online and helping students. However, that plant didn't last because the sun was too hot at one point, and then there was too much water being given to the plant. So the plant didn't live. And I was a little sad, but I bought another plant. I bought a snake plant. And snake plants are known for their ability to thrive in any condition. Now, this snake plant is actually right in front of me right now. I haven't watered it in a while because you're not supposed to water it often. It thrives very easily. It thrives in any condition. Again, it can grow and develop in any condition. So in English, we say thrive. Now you can use this word to talk about many different things. She's thriving now because she goes to a school that's not too far from her parents' home. He's thriving right now because he's using his talents. So thrive can be used in many different real life situations. I want you to try to use thrive as well, at least one time today. And you can also put an example in the comment section. Now, here's the first example sentence I want to give you. A business cannot thrive without investments. A business cannot thrive without investments. Sentence number 2. Loving relationships thrive in an open and honest environment. They grow, they get stronger when the couple, the man and the woman, are speaking together to each other and they're open and honest. Now, sentence number 3. These animals rarely thrive in captivity. They don't grow, they don't develop in the same way they would if they were out in the wild. You see, we can use this word in many different real life situations. Thrive. So think about a child. In what type of environment would a child thrive and grow and become more intelligent? Think about that. Comment section. All right, here is word number 3. Word number 3 is bluff. Yes, this one is also a little tricky to pronounce. Again, bluff. Excellent, that B sound and the F sound. Real quick, remember, if you want to improve your pronunciation, don't forget to download the English with Tiffani app. Again, you can have it on your Android or your iPhone, whichever phone you have. This app includes pronunciation lessons and so much more to help you improve your English. So again, bluff can be a little bit tricky, but all you need is a little bit more practice. The link is in the description for the English with Tiffani app. So again, bluff. Excellent. Now, this word just means pretending in a difficult situation or trying to deceive someone as to one's abilities or intentions. Now, real life situation. When I turned 27, I was living in South Korea. And I've told this story during a story time before, a while back. And we were planning a surprise party for another friend of ours who was actually going to be leaving Korea, and her birthday was before she was going to leave. So we were planning a surprise party for her. Now, I was helping with the planning of this party. So we were going to the venue, the location, and when I opened the door to the place we were having the party, people were everywhere and they screamed, "Surprise!" And I said, "Guys, she's not here yet. She's not here yet." They were like, "No, Tiff, surprise." I was like, "What do you guys mean?" You see, my birthday was at the same time as this friend's birthday was. But I thought everyone was bluffing and that they were just trying to trick me. It was actually for her. But actually, the party was for me. They really had been bluffing the whole time. They were tricking me into thinking it was for her when it was actually for me. Bluffing. Makes sense, right? So here we go. Sentence number 1. She says someone else has made her a higher offer, but I think she's bluffing. I think she's lying. Bluffing and lying are very similar. So you know how to use the word lying. Now you can use the word bluffing. Now, next one. Here we go. Everyone could tell that he was bluffing. He's not telling the truth. He's bluffing. You can use this in many different real life situations. Next, he is kind and friendly, but he bluffs a lot. He lies a lot. Again, using this in a real life situation. So the third word, bluff. Now the fourth word is a little bit longer, but it's very useful. This word is prolonged. Again, prolonged. Excellent. Last time after me. Prolonged. Great job. Now, this just means lasting longer than usual or expected. Lasting longer than usual or expected. Now, real life situation. I told you before, several months ago, that one of the best shows you can watch, one of the best TV dramas you can watch, if you want to understand Americans and American life, the show is called This Is Us. Absolutely amazing. This show shows so much about Americans. Again, not just from the black perspective, not just from the white perspective, but literally Americans in general. You'll see many different cultures in the show. It's a great show. So the show, actually, it went off last week. The show finale was last week. But the show really was good. So every week, people would wait for the show to come on. But when COVID hit, the pandemic of 2020, it didn't come on as often as we would have liked, which was understandable. But there was a period, a prolonged period, where the show did not come on TV. I mean, several months. So everyone was wondering what's happening. Why isn't the show coming on TV? There was a prolonged break. Again, lasting longer than usual or expected. It went a little long when we compared it to other television shows. But when it came back on after the prolonged period of waiting, it was so good. It was worth the wait. So hopefully you can check it out. Again, it's called This Is Us. Now, that's a real life situation where I was able to use prolonged. I had to wait for a long period of time for the show to come back on. Think about something you've had to wait for a long period of time to happen. Sentence number 1. How are you going to explain your prolonged absence? We knew you were going to be absent, but you were gone a little bit too long. Prolonged absence. Number 2, she did not want a prolonged discussion. Too long. I just want it short and sweet and to the point. And finally, she prolonged her exposure to the sun. She was out in the sun for a long period of time. In English, we say prolonged. So again, think of something that lasts longer than expected. We say prolonged, using it in real life. Now, word number 5. This is a word you've probably heard before. It's very useful, but it's a little bit tricky to pronounce. So, after me. Vulnerable. Good. I know it's tricky. Again, after me. Vulnerable. Good. That V, front teeth, bottom lip, and then the l sound. Last time. Vulnerable. Excellent. Now, this word vulnerable just means easily hurt or harmed physically, mentally, or emotionally. Now, as I think about this word, a real life situation comes to mind. This actually happened maybe about 3 months ago. I was walking into my apartment building. I had just gotten out of my car and I was walking toward the stairs to get to my apartment when I saw a little boy. Now, the little boy was no more than 6 years old, if that, maybe around 5 or 6 years old. He was a little boy, but I noticed that he was alone. And immediately, I stopped. Why? Because children are vulnerable. Again, easily hurt, easily harmed, physically, mentally, or emotionally. No one was with him. And I thought it was odd because of his age. So I looked at him and I said, "Hey, hon, where's your mommy?" And he burst into tears. He said, I don't know where my mom is. And he just continued to cry. And I said, honey, it's okay. Calm down. It's all right. It's okay. We're going to find your mom. We're going to get you to your apartment. And he started to calm down and he stopped crying as much. Why? Because he was vulnerable. No one was with him and he was scared, right? He didn't know where his mom was. He was okay when I started talking to him and calming him down, but children are vulnerable. Makes sense, right? A real life situation. Now, everything worked out fine. A friend came that he knew, like his uncle, came and called his mom and the little boy was safe. But again, children are vulnerable. So think about someone else you know that's vulnerable, or a situation that would make you feel vulnerable. Here's an example sentence. Number 1, we work mainly with the elderly and other vulnerable groups, people that can't really protect themselves. Number 2, children are the most vulnerable members of society, like the little boy I saw at the front of my apartment building. And sentence number 3, she's so vulnerable and practically incapable of doing anything on her own about her problems. She's vulnerable. So again, think about real life situations where you can use this word, someone is vulnerable. Now, I hope you enjoyed this lesson. I hope you learned a lot, and I hope you use these words in real life situations. Remember, it's important to remain consistent. You have to study every day. Apply what you learn. Again, I've created lessons, daily lessons that will help you remain consistent and learn even more. So go to dailyenglish.lessons.com if you'd like to continue studying with me and students from around the world. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. I will talk to you next time, but as always, remember to speak English. You still there? You know what time it is. It's story time. Hey, I said it's story time. All right. Today's story is once again about you all as English learners. So actually, I met one of you and it put a smile on my face. So one day I went out with my friend and his wife, and I've mentioned this story as well. We were eating some food at a mall not too far from where I live, and the food was delicious. Now, my friend and I, we used to work together as English teachers in Korea, and we hadn't seen each other in a while, and he had gotten married. So again, we were meeting up after a long period of time, and I was meeting his wife for the first time. Now, this was during the pandemic, so initially we had our masks on, but we took them off so that we could eat lunch together. So I was sitting, it was a crowded mall, there were hundreds of people everywhere, and I was sitting and I was eating my food, talking to my friend and talking to his wife, and all of a sudden, I heard someone behind me say, "Teacher Tiffani?" Now, my friend would never call me Teacher Tiffani. He would just call me Tiff or Tiffany. And again, I heard, "Teacher Tiffani?" And I turned and saw a man and a woman staring at me with a smile on their face, but also wondering, maybe, maybe not. And I said, "Yes, I'm Teacher Tiffani." And all of a sudden, the husband said, I told you, it's her. And I proceeded to talk to them. I said, "Yes, it's so nice to meet you." He said, "Yeah, I saw you and I thought it was you." And we talked for a few moments because he saw that I was eating, and she said, "Honey, let's keep going." But because of the pandemic, we couldn't really hug, but I was so excited to see one of you all in person, live in real life. And it really warmed my heart, and I'll never forget that situation. It's happened quite a few times where students have walked up to me and said, "Are you Teacher Tiffani?" And I love when that happens. I can't wait to meet you personally in real life one day soon. Hopefully I'll visit your country and be able to say hi and talk to you, and you can tell me about your English journey and your life, and we can just get to know each other even more. So that really put a smile on my face when I saw my student in person in real life. Again, I hope to see you in real life. Have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you next time.